Yesterday in Windsor, Ontario, a memorial event was held at the Islamic Center for Hezbollah terrorist Hassan Nasrallah. And Liberals are going to tell you that Canada has not changed. We are now in Ontario, Canada, having memorial services held for people who are responsible for the deaths of thousands of innocent people. And the Liberals with a straight face are going to tell you that if you criticize this, you are a racist, you are a xenophobe. Check this video. A memorial service held for a man who is a literal terrorist. He has the blood of thousands of innocent civilians on his hand, and Islamic centers in the heart of Canada are now holding massive memorials for people like this. And the government of Canada will tell you that if you criticize it, you are racist. Wake the hell up, Canada. Look at what is happening to your country. We are seeing a red-green alliance right now between the extreme communists in our Liberal government and jihadi terrorists. This is a takeover of Canada happening right before our eyes, and the vast majority of Canadians are apathetic to what is going on. Read a history book. The fact that we are allowing hundreds of thousands of people into our country who are openly hostile to our civilization is literally unprecedented. An open society has never committed suicide like what Canada is doing right now, allowing hundreds of thousands of people into the country whose worldview is diametrically opposed to Canadian values. Do you think that people who are praying for and celebrating the life of Hassan Nasrallah, a Hezbollah terrorist, are compatible with the values of our free Canadian society? And we have thousands of Canadians cheerleading the entry of these people to our country. It is pure insanity what is going on in Canada right now. Pure insanity. And you know what links the Reds, the far left, insane woke ideologues in Canada, and the jihadis? It's a hate of Western civilization. Both of them hate our civilization and want to see it torn down. Now, they'll be at each other's throats as soon as society is torn down. Go try flying your Gays for Gaza flag in Palestine. Go try telling somebody that a man can become a woman and a woman can become a man in these Muslim theocracies. You're going to be alive for about the next 15 minutes. So once they successfully tear our Western civilization down, they'll be at each other's throats immediately. But the Reds on our side are useful idiots for these jihadis cheering it on. Can you imagine if a group of white Canadians were there to celebrate, I'm going to throw out a name, Timothy McVeigh, whoever it may be, an extremist? Can you imagine the wall-to-wall news coverage we would see on CBC TV? Far-right extremists attacking democracy. Canada under threat. You'd never hear the end of it. Yet, when a literal Hezbollah terrorist is celebrated in the heart of Ontario, not a whisper. I looked through CBC's website, CTV's website, Global News. Nothing. Not a peep about the fact that in the heart of Canada, we are now celebrating terrorists. And you know why this is happening? Because we're allowing hundreds of thousands of people into this country that have views that they despise us. They despise us. And you're yelled at as some sort of a racist, a xenophobe, if you have anything to say to that. Stop being shamed by these clowns, because if we continue to allow this many people into the country every year, 8 million people in the past decade alone, Canada, as we have known and loved it, is going to cease to exist. We are already in an absolute economic catastrophe due to the insanity of our Liberal government spending policies. We are staring down the barrel of $100 billion deficit this year. $100 billion. We are going to be insolvent as a nation soon, and they are importing more problems. At least 17,600 convicted criminals have been allowed into the country since 2014. We are now seeing terrorist leaders celebrated in this country. Wake up, Canada. Wake the hell up. We would have so many issues in the country if we weren't importing problems due to a decade of Justin Trudeau's leadership. But it is amplifying these issues times 10. The fact that we are literally importing jihadis who want to see our civilization destroyed. It is insanity. Look at what's going on in the Middle East. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, all of them are refusing Palestinians into their country. Well, we welcome them with open arms. Look at the border of Palestine and Egypt. They have wire fencing up everywhere because they know how much of that population is extremist. Their so-called Muslim brothers, where, by the way, literally millions of Muslims are killing one another every year. You never hear about it. Christians are getting slaughtered by Nigerians every year. Never hear about it in much larger numbers than what's going on in Gaza. But all they talk about is what's happening in Gaza. All the woke ideologues talk about is what's going on in Gaza, because the truth of the matter does not fit their worldview. And if it doesn't fit their worldview, they don't talk about it. You don't hear about the slaughter of hundreds of thousands of Christian Nigerians by Muslims. You don't hear about all the brutal infighting among the different Muslim sects. You don't hear a goddamn peep about it. You don't hear a peep about the fact that no other countries in the Muslim world will allow Palestinians in, but Canada welcomes them in with open arms. Wake the hell up. Since when are we a country that allows terrorist sympathizers to show up at vigils for these leaders? This is what the Liberal Party of Canada is turning our country to. If we do not open our eyes very soon, Canada is going to be gone. Our ancestors fought tooth and nail to keep invaders out of this country, and the insanity of 2025 is we're swinging the gates wide open for them. We're saying, come on in. This is madness. This has to stop. We need to make noise, write our MPs. Please click the link in my bio, join. If you click one of the 4 items under this video, if you're on YouTube, you can join my newsletter, because we need to start organizing, and we need to start organizing quick. I'm also going to have a Discord server up soon, but if you sign up for the newsletter, I'll be sending more information out, because patriotic Canadians need to start making their voices heard, and we need to get these policies changed, or Canada, as we have known and loved it, is going to be done. Please like, share, subscribe, join, become a member if you're interested in supporting my work. You get a cool badge, really appreciate it. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you're following on YouTube, youtube.com/AppFightForCanada2025, because I'm over 20k subs on TikTok, and the Canadian government is not a big fan of distance. Canadians, we need to wake up to what's going on in this country.